As you guys know, as the season shifts, we stop talking about rumors and we do more analyzing basketball and just talking basketball in general. But of course, when a report like this comes out, we do have to give our opinion on it and talk about it. Supposedly, the Warriors made an unsuccessful bid to trade for LeBron James at the deadline, according to Ramona Shelburne and Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. So what we're hearing is that 24 hours prior to the trade deadline last Thursday, that included owner-to-owner conversations, the Golden State Warriors made an unsuccessful bid to convince the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James to consider trading LeBron to pair him with longtime rival Stephen Curry. Sources tell ESPN. The Warriors were eager to present a deal package to LA, but neither the Lakers nor James were ultimately willing to explore a potential blockbuster. Even at 39 years old, LeBron James is still playing at an all-NBA level that stirred the Warriors' imagination about him using his abilities to extend the window of the franchise's fading dynasty. Armed with the encouragement of Warriors star Draymond Green, Golden State Warriors owner Joe Lacob reached out to the Lakers owner Jeanie Buss to inquire about whether James' apparent public frustration could be interpreted as an opening to discuss a trade, sources said. Buss told Lacob the Lakers had no desire to trade James, but that he would need to seek the answer on James' state of mind from his agent, Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul, sources said. As an owner, Buss has operated with the mindset that she wants her star players content with the franchise, and that instructed her thinking on referring Warriors leadership to James' representation, sources said. If the Lakers ever wanted a temperature check on James' commitment, here was his chance to tell them. In the end, that answer for the Warriors and Lakers returned resoundingly on the eve of the trade deadline. Rich Paul told Lacob and Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy that James had no interest in a trade and wanted to remain a Los Angeles Laker, sources said. When Dunleavy reached out to Lakers Rob Pelinka in those pre-trade deadline hours, Dunleavy Jr. had been told the same. Lakers wanted to keep James, sources said. Earlier Wednesday, Green, whom Paul also represents at Clutch, had sent Paul a text message soliciting his help convincing James to join in Golden State, sources said. Once Green had been the lead recruiter on the Kevin Durant free agency signing with the Golden State, but this was far different, far more futile in the 11th hour pursuit. Dunleavy was the second team executive to call Pelinka on a possible James trade. After seeing James's murky social media post on the hourglass before the trade deadline, Daryl Morey called Pelinka to probe on a James trade and was immediately told James was not available. In fact, Pelinka responded by asking Morey if Joel Embiid was available, source said, and that ended that brief conversation. Those sort of bold trade calls are historically common practice for Morey, who also called the Phoenix Suns and asked about a trade for Durant prior to the deadline, sources said. But, when told for Durant, Morey then asked about the availability of Devin Booker and Bradley Beal too. Unsurprisingly, those were to be no's. Nevertheless, the Warriors and Lakers back and forth lands differently because it started on the ownership level and included Buss referring to the Warriors to James' representation to check for themselves about James' commitment to the Lakers, which obviously, means they had questions to see if he was there. And the Warriors could revisit a pursuit in the offseason when James holds a $51.5 million player option for the 24-25 season. And we know that he doesn't know where he wants to be. So if James returns to the Lakers, he'll likely do so by declining the option, re-signing with Los Angeles on a new deal that will give him an annual raise. James remains focused on returning to the Lakers in the offseason, sources told ESPN, but undoubtedly there will be many of these same suitors, Golden State and Philadelphia, for example, emerging to make cases to convince James otherwise. The Lakers and Warriors were strained at the trade deadline, but the Lakers hopefully can make a more significant roster upgrade in the offseason when they have 3 future first-round picks available. The Warriors did also have substantive talks on Caruso and Kelly Olynyk, but only made a money-saving deal to move Corey Joseph. Golden State is facing the potential of unrestricted free agency of Klay Thompson, who won 4 championships with them. But for now, the Warriors are separated in the standings by the 9th and 10th spots in the play-in, and they are trying to stay relevant. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I thought ESPN did a good job of writing this, but what I'm taking from it is I think LeBron's leaving soon, or then later.